Hello, hello. Hello, Nancy. I think I saw somebody else come across, but I was grabbing my iPad. I left it over there. Some days you would think I was blonde. I guess silver and gray is close enough, right? Hello, hello. Happy Monday. Let me get over to my channel so I can see comments. There we go. All right. Give it just a second and see, we've got cameras all up in the way and everything. I don't know what's going on with that. Interesting. Hello, Verna. Hello, Sharon. I hope you guys have had a good Monday. Still, please forgive me because I am congested still. So you might hear a little bit of that. And I'm sorry. I've tried to take some medicine and all of that before going live to see if I could get it to clear up a little bit. But, you know, the fun joys, right? Okay, so today we are going to do cards that I did over the weekend for my first class in Darlington. I had the best time, and I was super excited for all those that came out and joined me. Definitely was different because usually everybody moves around, and on this one, you all have got to stay seated, and I moved around all the buckets for you since we were in a little bit smaller of a place. But tonight we're going to do 2 cards, and then on Thursday at 5 o'clock, we're going to do a live on Facebook with the other 2 cards we did. So you'll get a total of 4 cards this week. You can still get the make and take like always. It is the $50 before tax and shipping, and I'll send all 4 cards to you this week. So hello, Deb. So that's a little different than normal because we usually just do 3 projects for the week, but since I already have packets still made from class, I made some extra ones. We're just going to do all 4. So, couple announcements that I have. So I'm going to go ahead and put you down onto the table so we can do that. Let's see if I can not make y'all sick. All right. There we go. All right, let's see if I've got it on there. I have to give it a couple minutes on YouTube to show up with that delay. Okay, my printer ran out of colored ink, so it looks a little, but it's okay. It's close enough, right? So starting tomorrow afternoon, I meant to write that down. So it's going to be 8/12/25, probably close to, I would say 5 o'clock at about 5 p.m. And then it's going to run through Friday, so that's 8/15/25, midnight. We'll just do midnight because that'll be easier for me. I am going to have a craft yard sale online, fully online. So, hello, Phyllis. This craft sale will be all of my retired items. So, for example, I have tropical leaf, and they'll be numbered. There will also be a sheet that will be done that'll have like everything listed with what the exact cost is. Everything will be posted, pinned at the top of my Facebook page. But, for example, Tropical Leaf is a retired one. You can purchase the bundle. This bundle will be half price. So it's both the stamp set and the punch added together and then divided by 2. So this one would be $21, okay, which would be both of those at half price. If it doesn't have a, you know, like a bundle, if it doesn't come in a bundle and it's just a stamp, it'll be half that. There's a couple things that are a little bit older, and those will be even more percentage off than the 50% off. One of those is the Slimline sayings bundle or whatever. and that will be much less than the 50% off. So make sure you're on the lookout. It'll come out sometime tomorrow around 5 p.m. I've taken a lot of the pictures already. I've still got some more to take. Yes, so what you'll actually see when I post them, Sharon, is it's gonna show the stamp set, and sorry. So it's gonna show the stamp set, and you'll have like this. So it'll kind of take a picture like this with the punch out to the side. So you can see what all comes with it, and you can see the stamp sets. So, you know, I know some people are oh, you don't have Facebook? Oh, I'm sorry, Phyllis. Yeah, I have to find a place where I can do it and like list the products in the comment, and that's the only way I could figure out how to make it work. To make it easy for myself. But if there's anything that you're specifically looking for, I will be happy you can email me and then I can let you know for sure. So yes, Sharon, you'll have a good picture of what the products are and all of that good stuff. So this is just to kind of help me clean out what I have here in the craft room and in the garage. I have gotten rid of, or I say rid, I have gotten passed along to other crafters a lot of stuff. And so I am ready to get another round gone. I am not doing the farmer's market in Columbia like I typically do twice at the end of the year. Usually I do it in September and then again in November. And since I'm not doing that, I thought, well, why don't I just do it online? So this will all start tomorrow and it'll run through Friday. And then if you have specific questions, of course, you can always reach out to me and I'll be happy to answer those. So be on the lookout for that. Then the last thing I want to show is Club. So here are the beautiful cards. Let's see if I can actually get them out here. Make sure I'm showing them. So these are the beautiful cards for this month. This is for August. The last day to register is Sunday. Nope, Saturday. Saturday is the 16th. This month comes with a full pack of the Boho Vibes Designer Series paper. It comes with a full pack or a full bolt of the cloud cover ribbon, a full pack of the muted palette dots, and then you can always, of course, add on the bundle at cost. Club, which will come with this right here, the project, all the make and take pieces for you to make the project, is $45, and there is a link in the description of this video if you're interested in joining. All right, so that is all I have for that, and now we're gonna get started crafting because that's the most important part, right? Okay, here is card number 1, and it's Charming Day because I can't seem to stop creating with it. I absolutely love this stamp set. I did it for Club last month. We did it for YouTube Live, and I can't seem to stop. So I also did it for class. Okay, so let's start with our pieces here. We're going to start by stamping. So we're going to take this large image here. We are going to ink it up with our black memento. We are going to stamp it up here, and then we're going to come back down here, and we're going to stamp it again. And then while we are stamping, we are going to go ahead and do our happy birthday. And we're going to just stamp that right here in the center. Okay, doesn't have to be exact center, but you know, close enough. Just eyeball it. Okay, now let's do some coloring. So we have got some lemon lime twist. We've got our light. So we're going to go through, and this is going to take a few minutes. sorry. We're going to go ahead and, nope, we're not using that end. We're going to use the pointed edge, I guess, and we're going to color in all of our flowers. I probably should have done some of this beforehand, but I didn't think that one through. So we're going to keep going. All right, everyone that's out there while I color, tell me where you are at today. Did you get a really bad thunderstorm? We had a really bad one in Hartsville today. And it was lightning pretty hard. It was raining pretty hard, but it was lightning quite a bit. And of course, it seems like it just starts to rain every time it's time for dismissal for the kids. So that makes it real fun. So let me know if you got a really heavy thunderstorm, and did it cool off your area? Because it cooled us off a good bit. And of course, until tomorrow, it'll be all muggy and nasty like the South is, right? Don't get all back to southern humidity. All right. Once we get to the flowers, it won't take so long. Sorry. Might have to take a sip of water. Okay. All right, we're done with this side. Let's go over here with the light. And we're going to keep going. Oh, did you, Verna? Oh, gotcha. Hey, Linda. How are you? All right. I think we're halfway there. Wow. Maybe I don't need to talk so much. That could be a sign. All right, let's keep going. We are seriously almost there, thankfully. Okay, just a couple more. And this little one here, I keep forgetting that little one in between. All right. You could also do these leaves granny apple green if you wanted. Either way is fine. Oh, and one more. Almost forgot one. Okay. There are our leaves for that. Now I am going to take the dark really quick. And I'm just going to go up and then like that. I think these are my old blends, so the tips are pretty bad on my brush, but we're going to manage to get through it real quick. And because you just want to add a little bit of definition to these leaves. Not too much. Doesn't have to be perfect. Isn't that what that's what I tell myself all the time. As a perfectionist, it's hard to tell myself that. Hello? No, Linda, you are? Oh, no. Oh, man. I will be saying lots of prayers for you. For sure. But you know what? Once you have it done, you'll have a beautiful knee. And we will pray that it all goes well. So, hello, Karen. Oh, good. I'm glad. You don't have very many more to go, though. Okay, let's do our flowers. We're going to start with the balmy blue. And we're going to do the big one up here. And we're going to color it. And this one I can use the brush end because it's still in good condition. And Karen, I actually just ordered all of next month's colors for y'all. Sharon too, because Sharon, you're on here as well. So I just actually ordered Club for In Color Club, and then for regular Club, those that have already paid, I've already gotten all, or I have ordered all their stuff too. So I got in a big order today. Hello, Jamie. What color is that blue? This is balmy blue. And you know, crazy enough, I don't use balmy blue that often. I use Pool Party more than I use the balmy blue. So I stepped outside my box this month, Sharon, and decided to go with some balmy blue. All right, now we're going to do light flirty flamingo. And Karen and Jamie, if you missed the beginning, and Linda, if you missed the beginning, tomorrow I am going to start my, I'm going to start a crafty yard sale with all of my retired stuff. So I'm going to have my retired pictures posted for purchase starting tomorrow through Friday. So I don't know if you're looking for anything specific, but if you are, come check it out. It'll be over on Facebook, and it'll be pinned at the top of my page. All right, I'm just taking the dark and just kind of running over some of those lines to give it a little bit of darkness in there, and then we're done. All right, the next thing we want to do is we want to add this to our center here. So we're going to take some dimensionals, and we're going to add those here. We're going to do 6 just to make sure. Then I'm going to take my seal. Yeah, it's a good blue color. I use it with like some like beachy stuff. A lot of times I'll use it with the beachy stuff. So this pack of twine right here, it's 3-color combo pack. It comes with 3 colors, and we're using both balmy blue and flirty flamingo in the card, so you could do either color. We're gonna do, I think we're gonna do some flirty flamingo. And all I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna tie a bow. We're just gonna kind of create a little loop-de-loop on each side, and then we're gonna go and do it again. Now, it almost kind of looks like a double bow, but it's easy and you don't have to tie it. So, I love bows. And a lot of people who come to my class don't like bows. So, you know, I try to give them other options of what you can do with some beautiful ribbon and twine. Nancy, this is, yes. This is the Charming Day, which you just got recently, and with your club. So you have lots of projects you can make with the Charming Day set. Give me a couple more months. I might have some more projects. All right, so let's take our card base and let's fold it in half. Then we're going to take this piece and we're going to pop it up. Because I am all about the popping up of our card bases and layers. And if you do like to mail stuff, you can do about 2 pop-ups, 3 pop-ups max, and it will still go through the mail perfectly when using the thinner dimensionals, just as an FYI. If you use thicker ones, you're really going to probably want to do like 1, maybe 2. So, all right, last but not least, we're going to add these beautiful butterflies to the front. And I'm gonna just pick them off with my finger. No, I'm not, because it's not coming off. These we're gonna pick up from underneath because it's got butterfly shaped adhesive underneath there, and so you don't want it to pop off. So we got 1, we're gonna do 2, and then 3, and we'll do 4, and let's do one more little one right here. Ta-da! All right, so there is card number 1. Me too, Nancy, me too. I wasn't so sure about it, but I've used it quite a lot. I've gotten my money's worth out of it, that is for sure. All right, so then let's do card number 2, which is this one right here. This one's got a little fussy cutting with it. Nothing too shabby, nothing too hard, nothing too complicated though. All right. So let's go ahead and we're gonna start by doing our stamping. So we are gonna stamp our little cute bird. So we're gonna use some black memento. We're gonna stamp the bird there. And then we're gonna go ahead and stamp our sentiment. If I can find it, there it is. It was hidden in the basket. And we're gonna stamp it right there. Now, I do not have a blog post up yet on this. I will be posting the pictures because I have a full tutorial on how to make these cards. So if you purchase the class, then I will send you the actual full tutorial on it. If you're in our team, you'll get that anyway. So just know that. Oh, good. I'm glad, Deb. So this is the stamp set for it. One thing I wanted to show you guys really quick though is this is a reversible stamp. So you have one side, and you can always tell the reversible stamps because the stamp itself is thicker. And it will also show it on the front of your stamp case. And so what you do is you flip it and then stamp it with that solid image. I didn't particularly like it for this card, so I did not do that. I just colored it with Stampin' Blends. But for example, if you stamp this bird, you would stamp it down, but then if you flipped it over, it'd be going in the opposite direction. So you would use the reverse side of this bird and it will pretty much match, okay? The same with these here is that you would stamp this one with the detail and then use this one to do your reverse, okay? That I found to be a little bit better for my have to be in the lines, non-abstract when it comes to the coloring in part. Okay, we're gonna take our sentiment. We're gonna cut it at an angle on that side, cut it at an angle on that side. We're gonna set that apart, or set that aside, and then let's color our bird. All right. We are gonna start with with dark lemon lolly, and we are gonna color in the whole bird. Well, the whole body part of the bird here. So don't do the beak, and then don't do the actual wings. We're just gonna do this part. And then we are gonna take our light granny apple green, and we are going to color down here. Like that. Then we're going to take our dark granny apple green, and we're going to kind of go over some of this here, and then we're going to color all of this in with the dark granny apple green. Okay, Now we're going to take our pumpkin pie and we are going to color over our Daffodil Delight. And then some of you are going to scream when I do this. But we are going to take that Daffodil Delight again, or not the Daffodil Delight, I'm sorry, Lemon Lolly. We're going to take our Lemon Lolly and we're going to blend it in with the pumpkin pie. Sometimes it's okay to step outside the box like that. I may have done the light pumpkin pie on here, but I think the dark looks really good as well. Then we're going to take the light and color in the beak like that. Okay, now we are going to fussy cut it out. And I promise it's really easy to fussy cut this one out. It is not complicated at all. Just make sure that when you do cut it, that you are turning your paper and not your scissors. That makes it a little easier. And if I, as a left-handed chick, say that it is easy to fussy cut it, then it should be easy for right-handed people too, because it's really not, it's not a lot of intricate stuff. So, and we'll just go around this wing here. All right, and then down, and ta-da. All right, so there we go. Now, let's start putting our pieces together. So we have our card base. You like the dark? Okay, yeah, I kind of like the dark too. I think it makes it stand out a little bit more. We have this piece embossed with the exposed brick, which is one of my favorite embossing folders. I have used it a ton. All right, we're gonna pop it up. And then most of you know, one of my new favorite die sets are the party banners. And I used it on 2 different cards for this month's class. So I've cut out 2 banners using the Floral Delight Designer Series paper. We're gonna flip this over and put some adhesive on it. And we're going to adhere it right about here. Okay, and then we're gonna do this one too. And this one's gonna go right about here. And I'm keeping that part level. We're then gonna take our bird. We're gonna pop him up. Let's do that. All right, we're gonna put our bird right here. We are then gonna take some twine, and I'm gonna see if I can get a bow out of this, okay? Let's see. I think I should be able to. Yeah. We're gonna see if we can make it work. I might not be able to get both tails long enough. You know what? We're gonna make it work. We are. We cannot waste twine, right? All right, so then let's put a glue dot on here. We are gonna put this right next to our bird. I'm gonna pull those out like that. Tuck it in just a little bit. All right, then we're gonna put adhesive on this half of our sentiment. We're gonna take a dimensional and put it on this half. And then we're gonna stick this right over the ribbon. right. Okay, let's go ahead and stick this on the inside. Because guess what I didn't do on the first card? I didn't put it on the inside. All right, then we're going to take and we're going to adhere a couple on our card. Ta-da! Quick and simple. Did you really, Verna? You know, I actually thought about grabbing the Wink of Stella and putting it on the flower right before I went live. And I was like, no, I'm not going to add that. I'm going to stop while I'm ahead. Because I think that would be a good addition too, but I might have to add it to the bird as well. I might have to. All right, there we go. There are our 2 cards for tonight. And we will have 2 more cards on Thursday. And it will be these 2 right here. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. And I'll see you next time. Bye.